Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another amazing episode here on the Carsey Show. Today, I got a fun little project that I've been working on for a long time in the making. I do say so that I think this turned out very beautiful. So, without further ado, Skyrim Homebrew D&D campaign. Uh, each and every one of us gamers know that Skyrim will forever have a place in our hearts as one of the most greatest adventuring games. Uh, it's it's such an iconic game that I just had to put it into D&D form. Um, and for all those out there who didn't know, uh, I love playing D&D. It is a great passion of mine. Uh, from getting together with friends and just geeking out for the night, just having fun, letting your imaginations run wild and joking around. And I mean, especially post COVID, I couldn't want to get out of the house fast enough to go to my friend's house or host it here at my place. Um, I'm a socialite, and D&D is just one of those things I can escape. I can escape to be a socialite, I should say. Anyways, Skyrim D&D. It feels so good. It feels so good. Without further ado, though. Okay, so here I have a window popped open for everything that I have created myself. There's only two things though that I utilized for my Skyrim campaign, in which you know anyone can use anything here. But for example, here I used the artwork I found online for the races part of Skyrim, and it's just phenomenal. I mean, look at that artwork. That is just amazing. It looks like something that is literally plucked out of the D&D 5th book, Player's Handbook. It's just I had to, you know what I'm saying? When coming out with your own homebrew, you kind of got to go all out. And it's just amazing to really see this person who created this. It's I had to utilize it. I mean, props to the person who made all this. I mean, it's really amazing. Oh, and the snow elves. We all know how cool it would have been to be been able to play as the snow elf race from the beginning. That'd be pretty sweet. But anyways, so here's the format. 5th edition, utilizing every aspect of speed, skills, saves, the stats themselves. Utilize 5th edition is what I'm going for here. And I'm sure if you ever wanted to delve into 3.5 or anything before that, I mean, I'm sure you can mold it to fit your edition that you're playing with. But what I wanted to use here is 5th edition. It's super easy. It's not hard to get into whatsoever. I mean, it's just like a plug and play kind of thing. You just each page you go through, and it gets you that much quicker into a game with such efficiency. I really love how Wizards of the Coast are just rolling out D&D for anybody and everybody of all ages. It's amazing, truly is. But for every other aspect of this Skyrim campaign, I have created myself the items, the spells, potions, armor, apparel. I mean, you name it. Um, I plucked it out of the game and I gave it its own, stats, size, weight, everything in between. And I couldn't be any more excited. Before I show you a little bit, just a little teaser taste, I have created a Discord server specifically for this campaign, and definitely looking for volunteers who want to play test and have a little fun with it, see if it's worthy of actually putting more effort and time into it and making it work. I will have the link in the description, so that'll be pretty fun. And if you're just looking to get the information from the server itself, I have it there. You can utilize it as you wish. I'm not looking for any sort of permission for people to use it in their own campaigns. That's what I love about D&D and all the creators and modders out there for it. They seem to be really cool about just giving it free, and that free access to anybody and everybody, which is what I want to continue on. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So without further ado, armor. Here is your basic armor that you would see in the game, and I have listed it out from A to Z, and all its notes about what advantages, disadvantages, what have you. Isn't that something? That's pretty cool. And I give them all their own specific advantages. Like for Wolf here down at the bottom right here, resistance to lichen and vampire bite attacks and contractions. I thought that seemed pretty fair. It seems like it would work, if you're wearing wolf armor. Dawn Guard, Dragon Scale, I mean, you name it, it's in here, damn near. Let's go back, and Divine Necklaces. This was pretty sweet. Created all their custom stats and abilities, enhancements, and performances, whatever. I got them all here. And I feel like this is pretty fair for the amulets. Every single one is very specific, while worn. So at all times when you're wearing this, you have that effect from the necklace, which is like what happens in the game while you're wearing it. Special armor. Now this is where it gets pretty crazy. Every single one, from the shields to just like belts, greaves, helms, what I'm saying, it's in here, every single one. And I have handwritten every single thing on this list. I went through and I said, you know what, this is what it needs. This sounds pretty cool. This sounds fun. And all right, so magical properties, and that seems to apply to just about like clothes, gear, etc. Miscellaneous special items, that covers like the Daedric artifacts and the crazy wondrous equipment that you could find, like the skeleton key, Azura star, and stuff like that. Monsters, every single creature that you could probably run into in the game, I've got it in that document. Potions, I went very basic with the potions. I kept it very simplistic in nature. Health, as you would see in the game, you got the minor, then the regular healing, plentiful, vigorous, extreme, and ultimate. Magic. And Okay, so since it's not on this list, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are asking, well, like, where's stamina? Stamina was a big part of the game. Not really for 5th edition though, or D&D in general. Stamina is not really a huge part of the game. So I just eliminated stamina completely and just stuck with the health and the magic when it comes to potions and spells and saves and stuff like that, because that's how it works in D&D. But then you have your various amounts of resist potions and its types for how long. Seemed pretty fair. Quest trigger books. Thought this was pretty cool. Just like in the game, you have the books, when you pick them up, boom, you find out this information about a quest that, or what have you. And then the rewards, sorry, for those quests. Boom. And I know that this one is wrong because there's more than 3 black books, but I just stuck with 3 so I didn't make it too complicated. Spell books. And how I've got it laid out for players who want to run a magic-based character, warlock, wizard, sorcerer, you name it. Each book is going to give you that level, that access to that level. So as you can see, hypothetical treachery gives you access to that cantrips of destruction magic, and so on and so forth. This book for first, this book for second, third, fourth. You follow? Restoration. Not to mention that these books in the game are, just a boost to your skill level. It just goes up. I thought that was a pretty good conjunction. Oh yeah. And then you may be thinking that you're seeing like alteration, illusion, conjure, like the schools that you've seen in the game. I have created these spells for each school. So you're not going to be using your traditional spells that you'd see in 5th edition Player's Handbook. You're going to be using the spells provided. I have created, cantrips, destruction, first level, second level, and every single detail and stats for those spells I created myself, just from scratch. And it's a lot, I can tell you. I mean, look, it's a big list for every single school and every single spell you could find in the game. There might be like a couple of spells left out, but that's because the game mechanics of D&D. And weapons. I did grab some pictures, just for show, but weapons and their type, the special weapons, the staves, and then I have over here weapon properties that you can, smith yourself or enchant yourself. Thought this was a very cool endeavor. So yeah, I think this would be really cool to test out and get going to play with my D&D group, but venturing forward, play with other players and see how they like it, and just to have fun. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Give me a like and subscribe if you think that this was something worth venturing into. Have a good day.